What is your biggest regret? Probably my performance at the 2006 Reno Chili Run 5K. As many of you know, I was the heavy favorite going into that weekend, but I ended up placing third after I ate far too much chili at the festival the day before. When you were a member of the Wyoming House of Representatives, why did you vote yes on a bill that banned single mothers from earning more than $15 per hour? Wow, okay, so yeah, you guys have been digging deep on this one, apparently. I don't even think this is worth addressing. This is a bit of a gotcha. People just trying to dig up dirt, and did you vote yes on this? This wasn't, the thing is, when people bring this up, no one ever brings up all the positives that were in that bill. This isn't what the bill was about, and it wasn't even technically a ban if you would do a little more research and not just play gotcha like this. People ignore all the great work I was able to accomplish in my tenure there, and people ignore the whole positive purpose of this bill. What is your 5-year plan? Year 1, skin a live lion. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty brave, pretty adventurous. Year 2, spent in the state penitentiary because I took a live lion to a school and skinned it in front of all the school children and locked the gymnasium doors and made them all watch. Year 3, I'd get out of prison. I would try to change my ways. I would touch one life. How about that, folks? Do something good to give back. Year 3, touch one life. Year 4, touch 2 lives. What's better than touching one life? Touch 2 lives. Year 5, spent in federal prison for touching too many lives. You gotta be careful where you touch people these days. You look so young for a 52-year-old. What is your anti-aging regimen? Wow. First off, thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. I'm quite flattered that this would be so frequently asked. But yeah, nothing too special, I don't think. I take some walks. I get 10 minutes of sunlight every morning. I pay a lot of attention to my gut health, various probiotics, and perhaps also antibiotics when necessary. Big on the gut, big on the walking, big on the sunlight. I really pay attention to my diet. Nothing quite in particular, but more in the sense I make sure I find enough food for my diet. I do complete various bouts of cold plunges as well as also hot plunges, sauna, plunging myself into the hot, humid air of the sauna. Yeah, I really just try to shock my system as in many facets as possible. Dear Mr. Jackhammer, my friends call me Mr. Jackhammer. Dear Mr. Jackhammer, things are getting hot and heavy with my lady. How can I tell if she's the one? Okay, so here's what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to purchase a decibel meter, and then what you're going to want to do is cut the hot water supply while she's in the shower. and it'll get quite cold quite immediately. And then use your decibel meter and measure her scream in decibels. If you get over a 75 decibel reading, I would advise that she is far too hysterical. You are best cutting it off at that point. Work on yourself a little bit, pick up a new skill. You could go off on your own a bit, make ships and bottles and sell them on Etsy. And then 2 or 3 years down the road, you'll have accumulated this skill and some modest wealth from all your sales. And then I think you'll be in a much better position to find a more compatible female. The other thing, if she doesn't scream at all, that's also somewhat concerning. You're probably dealing with a somewhat severe medical condition in this case, the condition being perhaps the complete lack of nerves or feeling in her body. So that's another interesting thing you could uncover by doing this. Not that should sway your opinion. If you do love her, that's admirable. If you would choose to stick with her despite her lack of nerves, just something perhaps you're gonna want to watch out for. So, that's what I would say. How much does styrofoam bonfire cost? Nothing, except I suppose the time spent consuming it, which you could have used cooking or cleaning or assisting the elderly. Can John watch, or is he not allowed? This one was kind of weird that it's so frequently asked. I guess I don't know who John is. Perhaps they mean John Elway, perhaps. That's really the only John I would know. But we kind of fell out of touch after we won back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s. So, he'd certainly be welcome to watch. I don't see why not. What are some domain names you've been buying recently? So this is a great question. As many of you know, I'm a bit of a web baron. I like to hunt for these domain names I can buy for cheap and then sell at a profit to the right buyer at a later date. So here's a few I've been buying recently. Let me find where I put those down. Okay, so last week I bought these four. Number one, Lo-Fi Beats to Cure Your Scurvy.net. .com was taken. RexIsInnocent.org. I have high hopes for this one. I presume there will be a Rex that gets into a bit of hot water at some point. This domain will make the perfect landing page for perhaps some sort of coalition that would like to form to defend Rex from the people hopefully unjustly accusing him. I think it's only a matter of time on this one. Gerrymanderingrannies.us, that one was only $10 on sale. I couldn't pass that one up. And the last one I bought last week, If Russell Wilson Were Racist.com, and I was very excited about this one. I was so excited I made a mock-up myself of what this website could look like for the right buyer. I guess I can go ahead and pull that up for you right now. Let's see, why not? You can check it out, and maybe you see the potential in this. You know someone who would like to purchase it, or perhaps you would like to purchase it yourself. Okay, so it's pretty simple. You just hit this button here.
To all the other Besides, mine sucks so much. Frankly, I only trust people who look like me, and that's just the way it is, folks. Look, my whole thing is this. I can tell what kind of a person you are just by the color of your skin. That Caitlin Clark girl really is a breath of fresh air. If your skin color doesn't match mine, then I know that you're bad. Some races of people are inherently...
So yeah, that's about it. Just kind of
it
just cycles through. It cycles through a few examples. So yeah, I think the ultimate buyer will possibly take it in a bit. They can take it in any direction they want. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of showcase what that could look like. It probably wasn't my best week of purchases. But the thing is, you really only need... You're buying these domains so cheap, you really only need like 1 in 10 or 1 in 20 to hit